Very unnecessary hate.
Nah, I think I like it.
Deku!
I am here. I thought that's what you were gonna
say. Hey, Alamo City Movie Talk. My name is Justin, aka Add Dose of Stir.
And I'm Juan at Cloud X Drive.
And this is our My Hero Academia movie review. So yeah, this is the movie based off the right now one of the biggest animes that is out currently showing right now. So yeah, let's go ahead and start it off with what's going on in this movie. So the movie starts off with we see a young All Might, of course, and his friend, which is David Shield at the time, which it was kind of weird seeing All Might with like his eyes like not sunken in and yeah. Dead and lifeless. Yeah, so we see a young All Might and his good friend David Shield, which they're in America, and which was weird because I know people are gonna hate me for this, but I thought All Might was American. I seriously thought he was.
Todoroki.
No, I don't know. I felt like he was one of those guys who like moves. Yeah. I just felt like he was. He felt like an American hero. I don't know. So yeah, they're there. The movie starts off real like action right away. Like at first it's real quiet, and then it just starts right into the action. We see them and they're fight. All Might's fighting a villain like right there and then it just it's just a real action pack just from the beginning.
Yeah, this movie had really good pacing. Like what Justin was saying, it starts off, it keeps you entertained. The character development in the movie. Okay, the movie's not canon.
Yeah. Of course, that's mentioned that the movie is not canon.
Yeah. So when you watch it, take that into consideration. But from the very beginning, we get action. We get the same thing they do practically with every season in the show. They kind of tell us what's going on in the universe the movie set in, which I liked because people who've never seen the show watch the movie, they can know what's going on.
Yeah, and this movie takes place in between. It's basically the summer from when they're taking breaks. I mean, of course, taking breaks between the classes.
Yeah.
We have Midoriya who travels with All Might to what was the island?
Island.
Basically, it's an island where everybody is free to use their quirks because there's 0% crime. And they're going there for this not for long, but they're basically going for this big old like expo, hero convention. Expo, it's basically a convention, an expo, which features all of these famous people who have quirks and everything. Godzilla, which is like hilarious. Awesome. It's just I like how he threw that peace sign too. Like,
the whole time he's walking.
This movie really surprised me because I didn't think the rest of the class from UA was gonna be there.
Just because of trailers.
Oh, of course, but I didn't think they were gonna be there. Like
I didn't think they were gonna be like so organically. Like it didn't feel forced. Like we don't get the full students the whole time. I think that was really awesome too.
I thought it was pretty funny too because like in my head, like watching the movie, I was all like, oh, like the characters who I think their powers are kind of useless or like they're kind of dumb or not in this.
Oh, so I was all like, not all of them.
Oh yeah, of course. And I was just like, okay, but yeah. So basically, this movie is I thought it was real good for not being canon. Like I felt like
it felt canon.
It
could be blended in very well with the series.
Yeah. See, like the whole thing that concerned me about this movie was the whole device that Midoriya had on his arm. I was all like, okay, well, what is this? Like, even if it was canon, like, how are they gonna explain this in the show itself? And they do actually. So I won't spoil it yet.
So, can pretend it's canon.
Yeah, we can pretend it's canon.
What did you feel like they need in this movie?
So basically, I don't know. Honestly, that this movie it felt good. Like it didn't really need anything. I don't know. I felt like it didn't, but at the same time, one thing that did bother me was the fact that they I kind of felt like they let Midoriya and Deku and All Might, they let them get too close to their full power together. Like I felt like already that's like that's kind of like OP. You know, for him being like a beginner hero, for him to be like copying. I mean, of course, although he looked up to All Might and everything, but I felt like he looked too much like he progressed like just like that. That's the only thing I didn't like about the movie, but like I really didn't think they need anything. I don't know, but what about you?
Yeah, that movie again, it was paced really well. Every character gets a decent amount of spotlight.
Yeah.
I think I felt like they needed because he's my favorite character. I wish we got more Bakugo, but that's just me personally.
Okay.
That's just me being biased. They didn't need more Bakugo. I want more Bakugo.
Yeah.
That was me personally, but that movie didn't need anything. It felt organically like a couple of episodes of the show.
Mm-hmm.
It had the comedy we like, it had the action, the animation. It had everything we need.
I did like how they explained how each character was able to go to the convention.
Yeah.
You know, like
awesome. That's what I'm saying.
And like not being like, oh yeah, we go to school, so here you go. Yeah, we get to go. No, like they actually explain like, oh, you know,
for this reason.
Yeah, like my parents donate to I Island.
Bakugo,
he went there for the tournament, and of course Todoroki. Todoroki is there because of his dad and everything. So I was just like, I love that. I love that. Yeah. There's like a lot of animes.
Even Mineta.
Yeah.
They explain why he's there.
We're here for work. Yeah, like oh my god, I there's like a love hate with him. Just like
hate for me, unfortunately.
It's just like
he's the only part of the show that's not rated PG.
Yeah.
I watched the show with my daughter. I mean, well, that's what I hate.
Yeah, every anime is going to have somebody like that. You know, regardless. Yeah. But yeah, no. So what I don't know. Do you feel like this, besides what they needed, do you feel like there's more that they can build off of this? You know, like do you believe that this show could do something like this again?
I hope they can. I hope they do. Usually, that's why I was worried about going into this movie. Usually, movies based on an anime series are pretty bad.
Yeah, that
you know, honestly, all the Naruto movies.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You get the last fight scene. That's the only entertaining part. Everything else is terrible. Same thing with the Dragon Ball Z movies.
Yeah, this I loved it, man. This felt like a really long episode.
Yeah, it felt good. It felt like the new Dragon Ball Z movies.
Yeah,
compared to the old ones.
Yeah, you know, well written and well directed and everything. Well
animated, everything.
Yeah, well animated too as well.
I think we're both gonna agree. Was this the film we deserved?
Oh hell yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I know before we continue on to this, what did you think about the villain? Because I always feel like the villain in animes makes up.
I loved it. At first, it was a little predictable.
It had a big old twist, honestly.
You didn't think
I felt like it was
David Shield was like, he was in on it the whole time?
At first, I didn't. But at the same time, I was just like, okay, well, if this is the most secure island, how did these guys get on here? You know,
so that's how it felt a little predictable at first. Then when the other villain steps in, that part was kind of a twist. Yeah. But the last twist.
Yeah, the very last twist.
All for one. The whole
time. It's like a M. Night Shyamalan.
Yeah, that was like the best twist ever.
Yeah.
The reason, that's why I felt like it was okay that Deku and All Might went at full strength. Because this guy had multiple quirks. Yeah. And then he had an amplifier. Like, that dude was...
Yeah, and that just like you said, the last twist where, you know, All for One was the one
that was awesome.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. This
it was the main thing behind him. Yeah, it was real good. Yeah, exactly.
That was a crazy twist. I know. I don't know if you saw it with me. My daughter, when she saw that, she was literally like in shock, and I was like, it was awesome.
But like, you know, like it being like, if it could be canon or not canon, like I'm kind of glad that it's not, just because I felt like if this did happen, that fight between All Might and All for One, I feel like that couldn't have been possible. Yeah. Because he put his body through so much in this movie that I feel like it would not have been possible. Yeah. Yeah, and you know, and the same thing, you know, for Midoriya. Just like, you know.
Yeah, it was pretty. It was good. That whole last fight scene, the animation was.
That was real good.
On point. It was. Every season has a good animation. Yeah. You get season 2 with the Todoroki versus Midoriya.
Oh yeah.
Season 3 you get Bakugo escaping from All for One. Season 4 you get Bakugo versus Midoriya. Like the animation's so crazy. Awesome. What would you rate this film?
I would rate it an 8. The only reason why I wouldn't rate it like a 9, I don't always rate films as 10s. I like to, you know.
There's always something.
The only reason why I didn't rate it a 9 was because the ending was kind of like, it kind of left it open to where like, okay, well, what are they gonna do about David Shield? What did they do? What what were the consequences that he faced? Yeah, was there any consequences towards him? Was his name tarnished? Of course, it was gonna be tarnished and everything, but
or not.
Or I don't know. Who knows?
Quiet about it. Hey, it was burglars.
But that's the only thing they didn't answer that question. Which if they would have at least mentioned it, or like showed him like oh, he's getting arrested or anything, something like that. That's the only thing. That's the only reason why I didn't rate it a 9. But other than that, it was a very, very good film.
Oh, I'm gonna be like just biased. I'm gonna give it a 10.
That's it.
Yes,
Okay,
this movie all the way through was good. I know when I recommend people to watch. I always recommend people to watch this show. Some people complain like most of these villains could be stopped with just guns. We see in the movie that guns do nothing.
They don't mean anything.
Yeah, you don't need guns in this kind of society.
Yeah, you don't.
But I love that. I love the young All Might. I love the action we get with Bakugo, with Todoroki. Mm-hmm. They got their highlights. Everyone got their highlights. It was funny. Overall, this movie was super funny too.
Yeah, it was. It had a lot of good comedy in it. I loved it. It was like the balance between comedy, seriousness, and action was all there.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why I want to give it a 10. Even not just being biased, this movie just had a balance of everything you want.
Yeah, exactly. Would you recommend this film?
Highly recommend. Of course, it. It's only in theaters.
That's not even a question.
Yeah, highly recommend it. Watch it subbed, watch it dubbed. If you have a chance to buy a ticket and watch it, watch this movie.
The only thing I regret was that certain theaters were giving out, stuff.
I did not know that.
Yeah, the Mayan was giving out hats. They had like all the class right there. It said 1A. I was like, oh man, why didn't I see it there? Yeah. Would you buy this movie?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Me and my daughter, right? We're already talking about it too. We want to watch it again. We want to buy it to watch it.
Just like I got the majority of the Dragon Ball, series films.
Yeah, this movie was awesome.
Exactly.
I want to watch it again. I'm probably gonna watch it again if I get a chance to.
I would. Yeah, just to see stuff I missed, but I'm pretty sure I paid well attention to that movie. I don't always pay attention like fully to like movies. Like I know that's kind of bad. I want to watch it again for the animation.
I want to watch that last fight again and just take it in. Like, it was beautiful animation.
That was a real awesome fight. But yeah, this film was awesome. I honestly like if you're not a fan of anime, I feel like this is an anime you should watch. Of course, start off episode 1, and then you'll notice when there's gonna be a time gap. Then go watch the movie. Yep. I feel like you should do that. Or if you don't want to, just watch it all full and then watch the movie later. Either way, I would still recommend this. But like I said, guys, this has been our review of My Hero Academia 2 Heroes. And as always, I am Justin at Dose of Stir.
It's Juan at Cloud X Drive.
And this is Alamo City Movie Talk for movie viewers.
Make sure to like, share, and subscribe our video.
As always.
Turn on notifications on YouTube if you have not yet.
Awesome. Thank you, guys.